Yo, first of all, hi, my name is Nohar. You should totally subscribe.
No!
You're not gonna do that? Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to do this YouTuber thing. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to be like, yo, hit that like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Shut up. I have a story.
We do not care.
It's currently 5:30 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep. So I decided, man, I had a stupid adventure today, and I really want to tell everyone about it. And I was like, wow, I have a YouTube channel. I'm just gonna rant to you guys for no reason. That's what I'm gonna do because I'm bored at 5:30 in the morning. I can't sleep. So you guys are gonna hear me rant, and you're gonna like it. Nah, nah. But for real, let's get into it. Have you guys ever left your house and had a normal day? Have you guys ever left your house and just like no one has talked to you? No strangers walk over to you and is just talking about nothing. No one comes to you and talks about God. No animals decide to stalk you. Nothing happens. You just go outside, you perform your task, and then you come home? And nothing interesting or strange happen in between? Must be nice. Must be nice. I cannot leave my home without things happening to me. For some reason, when God created me, he was just like, what can I do to spice up this one's life? What can I add to this one's plot? To give it some, what can I add to this one besides a tragic backstory? What else can I add to this one? And then he decided, we're just going to make this one a sitcom. We're just going to make this one a tragic comedy. That's what this one's life is. I feel like God just does things to me whenever he's bored. And he's just like, this is the one I'm just going to bully to make my day. I feel like that's what he made me for. I'm just here for comic relief for him. As only he sees the things. Because it only happens whenever no one is with me. It sucks. So I'm going to tell you now. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting. I'm sorry. Let me tell you the story now. I had a delivery. And that delivery never came. Amazon. And so, like, I ordered something from Amazon. And then it never showed up. And when I looked it up, they said, hey, we tried to deliver your package at 7:45 in the morning. You didn't answer the door. So we gave it to this other company. And I was like, what do you mean you gave it to this other company? And they were like, we're going to have them deliver it to you. And then that company said, hey, we tried to deliver your package at 6:30 in the morning. And you didn't answer your door. So we left it at the post office. Come pick it up whenever you're ready. You can't do a redelivery. Nuh-uh, because our website doesn't fucking work. So I decided, yeah, I have enough time. I'm gonna go to the post office, pick up my package, right? Because it's not that far from my house. It's not that far. I just take 2 buses and I'm there. Tragedy almost struck me earlier than that. At 10 o'clock, my package showed up. It was my new boots. I tried them on and it was a little defective. Luckily, I know how to fix things. So I handy-mandied my boots together and luckily I fixed the problem. So I didn't have to resend it back. You know, I didn't have to return it. Why did I say resend it? Because I'm stupid with my words. Shut up. Anyway, I didn't have to resend it back, return it, god damn it. So I wore those new boots because I said this will be like at most a 30-minute, if I can catch the bus, a 30-minute adventure for me. Just go outside, go to the post office, come home. That's all I had to do. And if I had time, the supermarket. That was all I had to do yesterday. Simple, right? You would think. I went outside, and I missed the bus, okay? I missed the first bus. There's 2 buses at this bus stop. I missed both of them. So I said, no problem. I can use the exercise. I'll walk. I walked. That walk is about a 30-minute walk. That's not a problem for me, all right? Walked. The bus never showed up, so I was just like, it's whatever. As soon as my walk started, this man looked me in my face. Okay, Now, here is another problem that I have. I don't know why God gave me this. I attract everyone's attention with my ugly ass face. I don't know what it is that's so special about my ugly ass face. It is fucking hideous, I guess, and people just can't believe that I live like this. I don't know. But this man walked over to me while I was walking straight and decided to just shove his face in my face. I thought for a minute we were going to make out. And then he just proceeded to stare at me. I did not stop my walk. And I looked him in his eye while I'm walking past him like, why did you do that? And then I kept going. But, see, I didn't overreact because things like this happen all the time to me. So I was just like, that was strange. I hope nothing else strange. 2 blocks later, I noticed a giant bird in the sky. And I'm like, what is that? Why does that bird look so big? Sometimes we get hawks around here, okay? So I was just like, is that a hawk up there? I don't know. I just thought it was a pigeon that looked big. Because I don't know. I can't see. I don't wear my glasses. Shut up. A man, an elderly man, comes over and goes, watch out, girl. There's a hawk following you. And I looked up and I'm like, the hawk from earlier? And yep, I stopped, look up. And what's the hawk doing? Circling me. Like, he's still up in the air, but he's just doing circles around me. And I was like, does that mean I'm prey? Is he stalking me? Do hawks stalk people? I was like, what the fuck? So I kept walking. That hawk followed me for 3 goddamn blocks. I don't know if that man cursed me. I don't know what happened. Maybe the hawk cursed me. I don't know. But I just had a really bad day after. So when I got to checkpoint number 2, aka the second bus stop, the hawk stopped following me, right? I missed my second bus, which wasn't a big deal because I already had walked the longest part. This bus was just 1 stop. So I was just like, you know what? I'm already close to my destination. I'm literally 5 minutes away. This is just an extra bus. I don't really have to take this bus. It's okay. It annoyed me a little bit that I missed it, but I was just like, it's okay. It's whatever. But there was people at the bus stop, and while I was walking past them, what did they do? They stared at me. I hate when people look at me. I wear my mask everywhere. And it's winter, so I wear my scarf everywhere if I don't have my mask. I just always have to cover my face because ever since I was a baby, people have always stopped and stared at me. It is the worst thing in the world. I hate people who look at me. This is why I decided to be a VTuber, so you guys wouldn't have to see my ugly, ugly face. Okay? No matter what, people will stare at me. I could be standing in a crowd and people will point me out and just stare at me. My face causes problems. But yeah, so everyone stared at me. Okay? I walk by them. I'm still ignoring them because I'm like, I'm going to pick up my package. Whatever. I'm not going to let anything ruin today. I get to the post office. While I was walking to the post office, that one bus that missed me, right? 3 of them passed me. I was just like, yeah, that's a little annoying. That's a little annoying because in my gut, I knew I wasn't going to be able to take that bus when I come home. I get to the post office. I'm still just like, whatever about everything, I'm not letting nothing bother me. Get to the post office. Now this one is on me and my stupidity. I don't go to the post office much. I don't go to the post office much. So I forgot the most important thing. My identity. My ID card. It was empty at the post office. I walked in. The lady calls next. I go. And she just goes, let me see your ID. First thing she said to me, and I went, fuck. Well, this is a conniption. I forgot my ID. And I'm looking at her just like, damn. Well, I guess I did all this walking for nothing. I missed all those buses. Then it finally hit me everything. I was just like, I really came here for nothing, huh? This was pointless. I missed all those buses. I got exercise for no reason. There was no reward. So she looked at me like I'm stupid, which I am. I will admit that. I was stupid. I forgot my ID. Because every time I go out for quick runs, I only just take my credit card and Metro. So I was just like, damn, something told me to bring that wallet. Shit. So I'll admit, this was all on me. So I had brought up, like, hey, can I still get the package if I give you the code? And she said, no, you cannot do that. Now, for some reason, this is what made me annoyed. This lady looked terrified of me. Mind you, there is a glass in between. There's people in the office. But she looked terrified of me. until I told her I did not have ID. Then she just gave me complete attitude. Like I wasted her time. She was just like, no, you can't have your package. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I never got loud, you know, but she did. As if I did sign to her. She got loud with me. And I was just like, oh, hey, I know I can't pick up my package, but can I schedule a redelivery with you? Because your website does not work. Let me say that again. Your website does not work. May I please schedule a redelivery with you? And she looked me in my eyes. She went, no, that's on you. And I looked at her and I was like, oh, okay. This website does not have a number on it. I don't have anyone to call. And I can't schedule a redelivery. Can I do a redelivery with you? And then she looked at me and she gave me the most annoyed look she's ever given anyone in her life. I know. And she goes, no, that's not my problem. That's your problem. You have to schedule that delivery. That's all on you. I can't do anything to help you. You see how I'm saying this normally, though? See how I'm just talking to you? She said it with the most attitude anyone has ever given anyone in their life. And then I told her again, I went, no, I'm not asking. Like, I'm just saying, can you, like, at least, like, show me how I can do the redelivery on your website? And she goes, yeah, you just go on our website. And I went, yeah, but can you show, like, can I at least show you? I put in my information and it just deletes everything when I press schedule. It doesn't let me do it. And then this nice man that was in the post office, he comes next to me and he goes, oh, that's why I'm here. I can't do a redelivery either. I was trying to reschedule mine and it won't let me. The website isn't working. And the lady goes like this. Yeah. People have been complaining about our website not working. So everybody's been coming to the post office. If everyone has been coming to the post office and complaining, why are you looking at me like I'm stupid when I'm telling you I can't make a redelivery because your website doesn't work? And then she looked at me when I said it again like, hey, so can you like help me then? And she goes, no, that's on you. Go on our broken website and make a redelivery. I can't do anything about that. And I went, but how can I do a redelivery when your website is broken? And even the man tried to tell her the same thing. Like, maybe, I think he thought she was not understanding what I was saying. So he said it a different way. And she looked him in the eye and still went, well, that's on you. This lovely employee came over and he told the lady, hey, if they want to do a redelivery since our website is broken, why don't you just give them the number for our post office so they can call in instead? And she looked me in the fucking eye with the most venom. We are Venom. Shut up. And she looked me in the eye and she was just like, is this the correct postal office? And I went, huh? And then she wrote down the number, right? Went to give me the paper with the number. The man, everyone is watching her do this. And when I went to grab the paper, she yanked her hand away like, psych, I ain't giving this to you, sorry. And then goes, is this the correct postal office again? And I went, what do you mean, is this the correct postal? What? And she started screaming the zip code at me. And I was just like, wait a minute, because I don't know the zip code here. I just followed Google Maps. I was like, this is the post office they always send my stuff to. I was like, hold on, wait a second. And while I'm telling her wait, she's still going, 1, 1, what? And I'm like, wait. So I looked it up and I'm like, yeah, that is the correct zip code. It says it right here. And she goes, if this is where your package is, bitch, why are you asking me that? Why else would I be here? Like, why did you ask that? Like, I know I forgot my ID, but you're acting like I'm fucking dumb, bro. You're acting like I'm really slow. I'm like, yes, I forgot my ID, but you're making it seem like I'm stupid as hell, bro. Like, she kept on screaming the area code, and I was just like, yeah, I'm still calm, by the way, okay? I'm just slightly annoyed, but I'm still going, yes, ma'am, yeah. And I'm pointing at the phone that shows the code, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. And she's still going, what? And I'm like, yo, lady, yes, this is where my package is. Even the man and the other employee looked at her like, why would you ask if this is the correct postal office? Why would she be here? I even told her that. I was like, why would I be here if my package wasn't here? And she just kept going. I was just like, okay. So she finally gave me the number. I snatched it out of her hand. And here's the kicker, fellas. Here's the kicker thing, right? I did not want to call that damn number because I've dealt with this company before. I've dealt with this company multiple times. Anyway, I decided, let me try that website. Mind you, I've been trying for a week to get them to redeliver my package. The website didn't work. Why is it that now that I had this stupid interaction, I go outside, I go to the website. Why is it now that the website works? Anybody want to explain that to me? Why is it now? I even had a man confirm that the website does not work. So why is it now it works? There is no such thing as a coincidence. I turned the corner and I'm like, maybe I can catch the bus. Mid-sentence, bus leaves me. 2 of them, in fact. I just go. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll walk. That's fine. It's 1 stop anyway. That's okay. I proceed to walk. Guess what? Another bus came. Oh, that's strange, isn't it? That's okay. That's not the important bus. The important bus is the next one. I get to the important bus, right? I get to the important bus. I missed that one also. And I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep missing buses. It just feels like that episode of SpongeBob when every time he looked, the bus would fucking like just leave. That was me. Every time I would get across the street from the bus stop, the bus would come. And one of them even ran a red light just so it wouldn't get me. And mind you, everyone keeps staring at me while I'm walking by them. Like, I kept checking my fly multiple times. Like, yo, is it my zippers down? I'm like, I know my mask is up. Like, I know my hair, it was a little messy yesterday. But I don't think it was, like, crazy to the point that you would have to look at me like this. Like, I'm saying people will walk by me and just shove their face into my face. Then I'm like, what are y'all looking at? What are y'all looking at? You would fucking think that they saw me on their news. Like, this bitch just robbed the bank. That's what you would think. Like, everyone knows me somehow, right? I had to walk by a little crowd that everyone stared at me. And then when I got to the bus stop, these 2 old ladies just stared at me. Even one of them even was on the phone and just kept walking circles around me, just like the hawk. She just kept walking circles and the whole time just staring at me. And then, like, I looked back at her, and every time I would make eye contact with her, she would do one of these. Like, I got caught. What's that in the air? Oh, there's some gum on the floor. Like, she would try to play it off like that, and I'm like, you're walking circles around me. Like, I'm standing in the center. Like, what are you doing? Then the bus came. I'm not rude. I let the 2 old ladies get in front of me. But, like, she even looked back at me like, Like, she gave me a dirty look like, yeah, you better let me on this bus first. Whatever. I get to the pet play. Oh. Even before, when I got off the bus, there was a man that was on the bus, right? I get off. This is going to be a long video because I'm not good at telling stories. Anyway, I hope you're, like, enjoying your Thanksgiving. Maybe you have me on in the background, alright? I'll put some nice music on, I hope, probably. Unless it's just silent. You want to sit here in silence? You want to see what it feels like? I'll cut the music right now. This is what it sounds like. That was awkward, wasn't it? Did you look at me? Did you stare me in my eyes? Why'd you look at me? You know I don't like people looking at me. The fuck is wrong with you? Put the music back on. Alright, we're gonna continue with the story. Anyway, there was a man on the bus. I got off the bus, right? He did not notice me before. But when we got off at the same stop, he noticed the fuck out of me. Right? He decided, hey, I want to be your best buddy. He started walking next to me. And I'm looking at him like, wanna hold hands? He did not want to hold hands. Maybe. I don't know. He just, like, he's walking like this the whole time, okay? Like, I'm walking straight because I know where I'm going. So I'm like this, okay? This is me. I'm speed walking because that's how I am. I take gigantic steps because I'm tall and my legs are long. So I'm like this, walking. And then the man's just like this walking. This is him. You would think this is how you walk, right? This is him. Almost walked into a pole because he kept looking at me. Okay? Hate my life. Did I say I was going to the pet place? Yeah, I forgot to tell you. So I decided, since I wasted a whole day walking to the post office, I decided to go to the pet place, right? So after the man and me had that stupid interaction, I finally made it to the pet place. The whole while I was walking that straight road, everyone kept stopping to stare at me. I don't know, bro. It felt like I had a dick on my forehead or something. Because I don't know what the hell was going on, bro. Like, I'm telling you, people have wanted signs of me and stuff. Because everyone would stop and just stare at me. So, I get to the pet place. Now, here's the other thing, right? people just naturally don't like me, especially when I go places like into stores. Normally it's the female employees. Female employees for some reason just really don't like me. Sometimes the male employees also, but it's mostly the female ones. Then I'm like, damn, I'm so ugly, I'm scaring the hoes away. I get into the pet area, right? And I went here because I wanted my little two puppers. I'll put a picture right here. Here you go. That's them right there. I wanted my little boys to celebrate Thanksgiving with us. So I wanted to get them some extra food and maybe a toy. Okay? I got them a moose. Things were on sale also, so that's why I wanted to go. I get there, it's empty. Like, no one's in sight. It looked like this place was abandoned. I get there, no one is there. There's music, but it's quiet. So it's like soothing to me to finally be away from people. So I start walking around. And you know, anyone who buys pet food, it's that big bag you get. Because you don't want to buy the small bags. Because then you have to keep going back to the store to buy more bags. So I bought a big bag of food. Now, there was no carts, okay? So I'm holding the food in my hands. And then I got 2 cans of food. Now, in my other hand, I have my cart that I brought from home to put my goodies in, which I couldn't collect because I didn't have my fucking ID card. But, okay. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at telling stories. I walk around the store and I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe I can ask an employee, if I find one, to put my stuff behind the counter so I can get more things because I can only carry 3 things right now. Or if I can put it at least in my shopping cart, you know. And not that, but I didn't want them to think I was stealing. So I was standing around trying to figure out something, right? And then I see a cart. It's empty. So I was like, oh my god, they do have carts. So when I ran over to get it, I'm thinking, oh, maybe there's someone else in the store. And I was right. And a female employee had walked by and taken the cart and walked off. So I figured next time I see her, because she was pretty quick when she walked off, well, I figured next time I see her, if I see a different employee, I'm going to ask them where their carts are. I see the lady again, right? Now I'm looking at food. I'm just staring. I'm trying to figure out which food to get my dogs. And I see her. She stops the cart right in front of the aisle I'm in. When this lady, oh my god, when I tell you this lady looks over. So she's just staring, and then she turns to my aisle and she sees me in it. So we make eye contact. And it's not like I jumped over to her or anything. I didn't do anything. I just stood still. And this lady looked at me like I was garbage, bro. Garbage. She gave me the most hated look. Visceral, bro. I don't even know if that's a real word, but it felt right. She looked at me like I was just human garbage. And then she ran away. And she did this 4 freaking times. I said 4 and put up 3 fingers. I might be a little special. So she ran from me 4 times. Now, I know some of y'all is probably like, damn, what the hell? I'm used to things like this. Like I said, people do this a lot. Like, employees always do this to me. Right? So, she kept running away. And I'm not saying, like, she quick walked. Like, she was hauling. She would look at me and just start running immediately. Okay? So, I never got to ask about the cart. Finally, I found this male employee. Looked like a chill guy. For real. He was adorable. I asked him if they had carts. He said no. He was the only positive about my day, because 5 minutes after our little talk, he found me and he like threw the shopping cart at me. He was just like, ma'am, I have a shopping cart for you. And he literally picked it up and threw it at me. Okay? I'm lying. He just rolled it to me. But he was so excited to give it to me. He was just like, ma'am. And I was just like, oh my god, you know I'm a lady? Because people don't know what I am sometimes. Most of the times. No one knows. Recently, I've been confused for a little femboy. I'm a little confused about that. So anyway, I had a shopping cart. I was happy. So I finished doing my little shopping, and I went over to the cashier. Like I said, there was hardly anyone around. So nobody was at the cashier. Finally, I heard someone go, oh, someone's at the cashier waiting. So one of the employees ran up. Guess who it was? Little Miss runs away. Now, I think she was joking around with her employees, her pals or whatever. So she was laughing while she was running over to me. She's like skipping over to me like, yeah. And then she sees who's at the register. And her fucking smile fades, bro. Fades. And then she gets mad. And she looks at me with so much venom. Like she looked at me like we were rivals. She looked at me as if I went to her house the previous night and just dislocated her dog's shoulder. She did not say hi to me. I'm just like, oh, hey, how's it going? She didn't say nothing to me. I put my number. She didn't even tell me if my number worked or not. Turns out it didn't. Then I had to put a different number. I had to ask her if it worked because she did not fucking want to say words to me. When I finished paying, she kind of just threw my receipt at me while I was packing up everything because she didn't help me pack up either. Not that they're supposed to, but sometimes they do, you know, when you have a lot of things like I did. So I'm struggling to put everything in the bag in my cart by myself. And she just like, instead of waiting for me to take the receipt, she kind of fucking like flicked it at me. And I'm just looking at her like, what? And then she ran away, went back to her employees, her pals. And I was just like, okay. My friends who've gone, like, to the store with me know this happens on a daily. Like, I'm telling you, it could be the most bubbly cashier. You can hear them from across the store just like, hi, oh my god, welcome, wow, ah, la, da, da-di-da, right? Like, so happy. And then, like, I swear to you, no joke, I'll walk up and I'll be like, hi, good morning or good afternoon. And they will go from hi, ah, oh, to, that's all. And I'll be like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna get. And I'll be like, $9.84. Here's your receipt. All right, next customer. And then I swear to you, the minute I walk by and they get to the next customer, hi! Oh my god, what a beautiful day it is today, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh, this is what you're getting. This is so great. Oh my god. And I'm just standing there like, what did I do? Really? Like, it happens so much. Like, my friends can tell y'all, bro. I have witnesses to this shit. Angie's seen it multiple times that she laughs about it. That she's just like, yeah, I knew they were going to be a bitch to you. And I'm just like, yeah, I knew. Like, everyone knows, bro. One time, me and Angie had the same cashier. And I told her, like, when we first met, I told her, I was like, this shit happens to me on the daily. I was like, watch, this person's so bubbly. Let's go to this one. Because she didn't believe me. That lady was so, like, hype with Angie. They were both screaming, like, yeah, oh my god. And then I came up, and I tried to be hype. Right? I was just like, oh, hey, how's it going? That whole attitude changed. She was just like, yep. Yeah, it's going. And I was like, oh, it's a great day. Same thing she was saying to Angie, you know? And she didn't know me and Angie were together, by the way. So I'm a stranger. I'm like, oh, it's a nice day. I like your nails. Yo, that lady did not say shit. She just kept on scanning. Like she was doing it fast, too. Like, to get me away from her. I was like, oh, okay. And when I paid her, right? Next person comes up. Oh, my God. Wow, what a beautiful day we're having. Oh, my. It's just me. I'm telling you. Like, God did this to me, bro. God just did this to me. And the shit, right, is I'm telling you, no one, when I go places by myself, it's like, things happen to me, and I'm just like, no one will believe me. Like literally last week, took my dog to the vet. When everyone left the fucking office, a man came in, fell, like, he busted his ass. I did not laugh at him, by the way. There's no cameras either. Where I was sitting, there was no cameras facing me. So, deadass, no one else but me has seen this. Me and God. So, he fell, busted his ass, ran over to me after inspecting that nobody else was in the room with us, pointed at my dog, but looked me in my eye and said, no one will ever believe you, you stupid bitch. I wrote about this on my Discord because I just couldn't. I was just like, why did he fucking call me a bitch? What did I do? Just say no one will believe you. Why'd you call me a stupid bitch? And then he ran. Mind you, he didn't even have a pet with him. So why are you in the vet? God just placed that man there, that NPC, to have an interaction with me that day. I don't know. Anyway, I left the pet place, right? You probably don't believe me. I swear, man. Damn it. No one will ever believe me for real. Shut up. I had a rough day. I'm going to give myself a sweet treat. I'm going to go to Starbucks because it's not that far from where I'm at right now. I'm going to go to Starbucks. I'm going to walk there because I keep missing the fucking buses. It's only a 5-minute walk. Whatever. I decided to walk. Then when I made a turn, there was a bus stop with one man who I thought was a bus driver because he had the bus uniform. He's just standing there. And you know when you're going to have an interaction with someone? You know when you're just like, this person's going to interact with me. I already knew because he looked fucking crazy. I was like, I don't know how you have that uniform. Are you a bus driver? You don't look qualified for this job. You look like you kind of shanked someone in the back alley and took their uniform and now you're wearing it. That's what that looked like. Imposter? I don't know. Anyway, when I walked past him, I was expecting him to say something, but he didn't. until the very last second when we were finally about to like just pass each other, that we were gone from each other's peripherals. That's when he decided to open his mouth and just spill out words. He just went something something number 9. Number 9. I'm sorry. It's like he was loading up his cat call, bro. Like he was trying to think of something to say to me while I walked by and he couldn't, so he just spilled out words. And then he got sad because I side-eyed him. I didn't stop walking. I just side-eyed him. And he just went like this, something something number 9. And then he just looked down at his shoes. I was just like, yeah, bro, next time, shut the fuck up. Just don't say nothing to me. So I kept walking. I get to the Starbucks. But across the street is a Shake Shack. I decided I'm gonna get me a boiga. And then I'll have some coffee. Boiga and coffee. Yippee. I get to the Shake Shack. I order my food, right? I go to sit down while I wait for my order to be called. And this lady who's sitting in the 4-seaters next to me. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude, but she was really fucking fat, okay? Like 500 pounds. Like, she was using 2 chairs to support herself, and I'm not making shit up. I swear to you. And I'm a fat lady myself, okay? But I don't need 2 fucking chairs to support my ass, okay? And normally, I don't give a fuck about weight, but she pissed me off that I'm like, yeah, lady, I'm gonna call you fat. You know, fuck you, bitch. I can hear the termites in your chair fucking screaming, earthquake, someone help, emergency, emergency. Because that shit was creaking, okay? It was creaking. And I know this because I fucking heard it. Okay, I'm on the phone telling Angie I'm having a shitty day. I'm telling her, like, everyone keeps staring at me. Things just keep going wrong. I don't know what's up. Everyone keeps giving me attitude. And she's just like, oh, it's just a normal day for you. And I'm like, it is. But it's really annoying because I haven't been outside in a few days. And, like, now it's just like everything's happening back to back. And God isn't giving me, like, 5 minutes to recover. It's like one thing happens and then something happens right after that. Then I'm like, damn, I just want 2 minutes to recover. But I can't get that. Because anytime I'm alone, someone always appears and stares at me. I'm like, God fucking damn it. So, waiting for my food. I put my name down, okay? I know my fucking name. I know how to spell my goddamn name, okay? I'm sitting down waiting. This fat lady next to me is staring at me while I'm telling Angie that I'm having a bad day because everyone is staring at me. So I know your fucking fat-headed ass ears hear me, bitch. I'm telling someone, everyone's staring at me, and then you decide, nah, let me do it too? She leaned over, like she had her upper body, so she was fucking breaking the table also, leaning over, just so she can stare me even closer, bro. She stared at me even closer. Like, she leaned over. Like, you cannot tell me I'm the rude one. She's the rude one. You're jumping. You're literally putting your upper body weight on the table just so you can lean over farther so you can look me in my face. Why are you doing that? What purpose? For what purpose? Just sit there. I haven't even said anything to you. I'm on the phone. And it's not like I'm loud either. I'm just fucking sitting down. The minute you saw me, I entered your peripheral, you stared at me. So, since I didn't want to bother Angie by complaining more, I just stared at the lady back while I listened to Angie talk. And the lady had the nerve to do this. She leaned over to her fat-ass husband or brother, whoever this guy was, and goes, why the hell is this girl looking at me? Fuck you, why are you looking at me? How are you gonna complain about me looking back at you? You're mad that I'm doing the same thing back to you? Suck my ass. This guy, an employee came and he had delivered the food next to the couple next to me, but that couple had ordered before me. So I'm looking like, where's my order? He points at he sees my number order, right? He sees my number on the table, and then he points at the bag that's on the counter, and he goes, hey, you're number 80, right? This is 80. And I'm looking at him like, wait, what? Because the other employee that had previously put that bag down goes, Janet? Oh, Janet? Janet, are you here? Janet, we have your burger. My name is not fucking Janet, okay? I know what my fucking name is. It's nowhere near Janet. I don't know where you got Janet, bro. I wrote my goddamn name down. You can't read? Y'all hiring motherfuckers that can't read? Janet. Motherfucker. Do I look like a Janet? So I take my burger and I eat it outside, right? So I'm sitting down in the outside area of Shake Shack. And nobody's out there, okay? But the window, there's a window that you can look into Shake Shack or look out into Shake Shack and all that. While I'm sitting down, I hang up on Angie because I'm like, I'm about to devour the shit out of this burger. So give me 2 seconds. I'll call you back later. I take the burger out and I take 2 bites, right? And then I see someone from the window. This man is sitting in the Shake Shack just watching me so intently, bro. And so I'm just like, I don't care at this point, man. Everyone keeps looking at me. It's not going to stop me from eating. Because normally I get a little too, like, embarrassed to eat in front of people. Because of the way I eat. I just swallow things. So I was just like, whatever, bro. I don't care at this point. But then this happens. 2 bites into this fucking burger, after noticing the man at the window, a teenager, I think it was a teenager, this girl walks over to the outside entrance. She never went into the Shake Shack. I know that because I never saw her through the window. And even when I was sitting inside the Shake Shack, I never saw her. So she had just walked by and saw me and looks at her phone, looks at me, looks at her phone, looks at me, looks back at her phone, and then proceeds to look at me for another 2 minutes. And I know she was looking at me because, like I said, I'm the only one outside. So I looked at her like, what the fuck? Take a 3rd bite of my burger, and what does this girl do? Turn her phone sideways. Trying to snap a picture of me, I see. So I got up. This is how I know she was looking at me through her camera. Because the way she had her phone, it was covering her eyes. So if I got up and I did not make no noise, she put her phone down and tried to play it off. Like she wasn't doing anything. That's how I knew. So I stayed staring at her with my burger in my hand. Because I'm like, oh, so you want to play stupid. I'm going to throw this burger at you. I already had a game plan to go on. I was going to throw that burger at her. And while she's recovering from that toss, I'm going to hit her with a chair. Maybe steal her wallet and buy myself another burger. So since she saw that I was not stopping, that I kept staring right back at her, and with my foot kind of up, like, yeah, I'll get up and chase you. You are not that far from me. I'll take 2 steps and I'm right there. I can uppercut you real quick. I was like, we can go for a round, bro. We can throw hands. I'm ready. She ran off. She ran away. And not 2, not 1. Bro, like 0 seconds right after she ran off, I'm still watching her run. A man comes, same thing. He didn't go into the Shake Shack, but he entered the fucking outside area, and he just stared at me. And then he looks at his phone, and then he looks at me, looks back at his phone, looks up at me, back to the phone, stares at it, touches it a little bit, looks at me, takes a peek, go back to the phone, another peek, go back to the phone, staring now at me, in my face, takes 2 steps forward, looks at me, back to the phone. Looks around for a second. Looks at me. Back to the phone. Then at me. And I'm just sitting there like, bro, is there a wanted poster for me or something? Like, what's happening? Why are you looking at your phone, looking at me, looking at your phone, looking at me? Like, well, what is happening? I just want to eat this fucking burger. Then the man walked in, right? Mind you, he didn't go into the Shake Shack. He walks in. He walks into the outside area and then sits behind me. And the whole time he passes me, he's just like this, walking and looking right at me until he walked past me. And then I felt it. I didn't even have to turn around. I knew he was just watching me from behind. So I had half a burger left. I swear to you, the man at the window is still staring at me, by the way. He saw me just swallow that. I just guzzled that shit down. He was like, what? Because I did not want to be there anymore. So I swallowed my half of the burger. And then I ran across the street to Starbucks. Get to Starbucks. Order my drink. You think the story's almost done, but nuh-uh. I order my drink, I sit down. It's empty. It's only 3 people. I'm number 2, alright? I'm number 2. The store gets crowded. Now people are talking. It's teenagers and loud-ass adults. Everybody's screaming. I can't hear, so if they call my name, I can't hear it. So I decided, let me go to the counter, right? No one's looking at me. It's the only piece I got right now. No one's staring at me. Then the man that I was standing behind goes on FaceTime. Now, I don't understand why people talk on FaceTime if you ain't gonna look at your FaceTime. What the fuck are you doing? He starts spinning for some reason. And every time he would stop spinning, like I said, I'm behind him. So he will face forward, and I'm looking at his back. He put his FaceTime, his phone, next to his ear. So whoever is on FaceTime, it was this lady. She's staring right at me. And I'm like, okay, you're probably looking at me because I'm the only thing in your line of sight right now. But at least tell the guy, like, yo, I'm tired of looking at this girl. Put me back. Like, let me look at you. No, She just stared into my fucking soul. And I swear to you, I almost snatched this man's phone just so I can be like, bitch, what are you looking at? I was going to hang up on him. Because, like, I saw the big red button. I was like, I'm about to hang that shit up for you, bitch. So, everyone, like I said, it got crowded. All these people that came after me managed to get their drinks. And then, vamos. They all left, okay? So, tell me how I ordered second. Why am I still standing here? The lady in front of me got her drink. The 2 people behind me got their drink. Everyone else that came after got their drink. People got multiple drinks. Someone ordered 4 drinks and they got their shit before mine. Why am I was dead ass the only person standing there. And the other employees were looking at me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Confused as shit. Like, I don't normally complain about things. So, when I was gonna be like, hey, excuse me, where's my drink? The lady puts it down. But here's the thing. Anyone who's gone to Starbucks knows that when you order your stuff, if they you have to pay for the whipped cream and the topping. This is why I don't like Starbucks, because you gotta pay for every little thing. I ordered 2 toppings, okay? The lady only did 1. So when I called her, I was like, hey, excuse me, can I get? And then she walked away. And mind you, this lady stared at me before she walked away. Like, she's looking at me, and I go, excuse me. And then she stared at me for another second, and then just walked away. So, am I wrong for when she came back that I went, yo, excuse me, and got louder? So everyone in the store is looking now. And then she goes, oh, yes. She started giving me attitude. But I'm like, it's not like she didn't hear me the first time. I'm telling you, she looked me in my eye and still walked off. Okay? So this time I got a little loud. People looked. She gave me attitude. She was like, yes, what can I do for you? And I told her, hey, I ordered 2 toppings. Can you put the second one? And it's not like I had attitude anymore. It was just the first, like, excuse me, that I was like, yo, I got a little loud. But when I had her attention, I'm like, can you put the other topping on? I ordered 2. And then she tried to make an excuse. I hate when Starbucks does this. This is why I don't like Starbucks. I paid for 2 toppings. Put my 2 toppings on that shit or give me my money back. I know it's like a quarter or 2. Give me my goddamn money back, okay? Because sometimes, I don't know if other people have had this experience with Starbucks. If you go to a Starbucks and you order, let's say, like the chestnut praline, which is the only thing I always get, and they don't have the chestnut praline topping, they will not tell you. They will just give you your drink without the topping. So you just have whipped cream. And if you ask them, hey, where's the topping? They'll be like, oh, we didn't have it. Well, then, motherfucker, give me my 2 quarters back. Because I paid for that. Give me another topping then. Like, or tell me that y'all don't got it. You just let me order that shit without saying shit. And you gonna act like, no, I ain't doing that shit. And normally I don't bitch about it. But I'm like, I'm having a shitty day. And you ignored the shit out of me. So yeah, I'm gonna give you some attitude because you're still giving me attitude. So I told her, she was trying to like make an excuse like, oh, well, I put a lot of this topping. And I cut her off. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. I pay for both toppings. So go find the other one, please, and put it on top. You lucky I said please. I could have been a bitch and be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Put the other topping. No, I said, yeah, no, I know, but I paid for 2. Please put the other one. So then she snatched the drink away from me. And then it wouldn't even give it back to me in my hand. She slid it over to me. And with mad attitude goes, you have a good day. So I got mad. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying, bitch. And the other employee heard me. I called her a bitch. I don't give a fuck. Alright? I'm having a shitty day. You making it worse. What the fuck? I wasn't doing nothing. I tried to get your attention. You walked away. The minute I leave Starbucks now, you think it's over? It's still not over, bro. My day just continues, bro. My day just continues. I go outside. There's a man sitting down. He goes, yo, you looking good, girl. No, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. So I looked at him because I'm already mad. I don't want no one talking to me. I do not want to associate with no one no more. So I looked down and went, shut up, man. And I kept walking. Now I screamed it. I didn't mean to. I was just so fed up with everything already. So I screamed it at him. Right? So then he got mad. And then he starts following me. Like, not far, but he like took a few steps. He got up and he started like chasing me a little bit. He's like, what the fuck? I can't compliment bitches now? What the fuck is wrong with bitches? Like, damn, I can't compliment them? And blah, blah, blah. Now I'm trying to get to my bus because I had looked it up earlier and it was 7 minutes away. So I'm like, I have 3 minutes to walk over to that bus stop. So I'm trying to hurry up. Okay? I'm trying to hurry. So I'm not saying nothing to this man. He followed me for a little bit. When I got past this car, this lady was getting into her car. She heard me scream. So when I walked by her, for some reason, she got scared. And she, like, like backed up into her car and goes, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh!" Like, bitch, I'm not here to attack you. If anything, be scared of him. He's over here catcalling bitches. I'm just saying, shut up. It's not like I said anything crazy. I just said, shut up, man. What are you, oh my god? What do you feel like you're in danger from? What's the danger, bitch? What? Why are you acting like that? So anyway, walk past her. I just stared at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Walk past her, let an old lady pass me. That was a mistake because she was slow, so I had to end up passing her. She got a little annoyed by me. I waved her off. Got to the bus stop, made it, and then I went home. Well, not really. My mom asked me to go to Dunkin'. I went to Dunkin', and then while I was going diagonal, so like I'm going diagonal, right? This is my last encounter, by the way. I'm going. Also, when I was on the bus going home, I thought finally, because I was so hyped, I was like, finally, I caught the bus. I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting down. I'm enjoying life. This lady gets on the fucking bus, just stared at me the whole ride. I swear to you, it was like a 16-minute ride. She was just staring at me, just dead at, like this. Whole ride. People got on and started screaming at each other. She didn't look, she didn't peek, she just never took her eyes off of me. I think she loved me or something. I don't know. I get out of the Dunkin' after getting my mom's order, and I'm like, finally, I'm going home. I just have to turn one corner. I'm going diagonal across this street, right? I'm going diagonal. Now, this lady, when I left Dunkin', she was in front of me. But I decided to go diagonal so we wouldn't cross each other. There was enough space for her. She's walking straight. She's going to cross the street. I'm going diagonal because I'm going to turn the corner. So I'm leaning more towards the wall. That lady saw me. I swear to you. She was walking straight. The minute I walked out of the Dunkin', she turned her head and saw me start walking diagonal. She sped up a little bit. And then she started getting closer to me. Instead of just staying where she was, she started like drifting over to me. So when I reached the corner that I had to turn, if she was still getting closer to me, we would have ended up bumping into each other. Okay? I know it's hard to understand because I'm stupid at explaining things. But we was not going to crash until she did what she did. Okay? So I'm thinking maybe she's just going to turn. So I let her get in front of me a little bit. And then I saw her crossing the street instead of turning. So I got mad. And I was like, lady, you are the final straw. So I just stood there and I looked at her. So when she took one step into the street, I called out to her. I was like, excuse me. And she looked at me and I went, if I punch you in your face, am I wrong? And she looked taken aback like, what the fuck? And I went, you had this whole street and you decided to walk closer to me for some reason, to block me from my turn. And then you ended up going straight anyway. I was like, so if I punch you in your face right now, am I wrong? And she just stared at me. And she goes, excuse me. And I was like, see, cause I can punch you in your mouth. I can steal your teeth and return that shit back on Christmas. All you wishing for is your two front teeth, right? I was like, lady, you need to be careful who you about to bump into. And then I walked off. Cause I'm like, why would you do that? Why are people so comfortable with being rude like that? Like, I'm telling you, she made it a mission to come for me. There was no reason to walk diagonal the way she did. But she did it the minute she saw me. Because she was walking perfectly straight before. No reason for her to do what she did. She just wanted to be a bitch. And then when I talked back to her, she got nervous. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, because you're about to be my 13th reason. And I hate my life. I just want to go outside and have a normal day. I don't want all this. Shut up. I hope you guys are having a good Thanksgiving. I don't know what else to say. I'm tired of talking. It is still the morning. I'm gonna go to sleep. I hate you. No, I don't. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking bipolar right now. This is lack of sleep and anger from the previous day, yesterday. Shut up. Look, I'm pet you to make up for it. Look, You like that? Need some more? Alright, and I'll give you one kiss. Put your forehead to the screen. Mwah. Alright. Happy Thanksgiving.